All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Daybreak Live. My name's Krissi. I'm with Positively Osceola, and Positively Osceola just wants to bring you news that informs, impacts, and inspires. So thank you so much for watching. Today we have a very exciting special guest on today. We have Matthew Jarmon from the Osceola Library System. He's a social worker there, and this is kind of a recent thing, still figuring out what Osceola County needs, what the resources are that social workers can help with. But Matthew in general has so many different resources that he's offering, and I think this conversation is going to be one that kind of puts it all out there and shares it with the community. Whoops. And I think that this is going to be good because I don't always know what we have available. I know you might not always know what we have available. So basically what we're going to do is just kind of chat about those things and how Matthew can help the most. So let's make it official. Let's jump on in, play the video, and then I'll introduce you to Matthew himself. Here we go. All right, so we are officially into this episode of Daybreak Live. Again, my name's Krissi. Thank you so much for watching. Positively Osceola hopes that you are already following, subscribing, liking, making sure you're getting all the notifications for Osceola County all day long, because that's what we do. We try to keep everyone informed, so make sure you're doing that if you haven't already. I don't know which platform you're watching on. Most likely it's Facebook. So if you want to comment, ask questions, do it. Pop in the comments. If I see them in time, I'll pop them up and then we can have a little discussion about, anything that you want to know. So without further ado, let's bring on Matthew himself. Good morning, Matthew.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I know it's been kind of a hectic morning and we appreciate your flexibility.
No problem. No problem at all.
So tell us a little bit about you. What's your background? Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm originally from Tennessee, but I moved down here back in 2000, I want to say 15. So I've been here for quite a while in Osceola, Orange, and Seminole counties.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you get into the Osceola County, the library system?
I always came to the library just for resources in general. So I definitely fell into something that I was able to um, do better, get a job and get employed at. I've been here since March of 2022. Before then, I've been working as a social worker for 10 years,
Wow.
in and out of all three counties, the Tri-County area.
Wow. Okay. So this is something that you've been doing for a while.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going on year 11 of social work.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I
Thank
mean,
you.
and that takes a really big heart for someone to be a social worker because you're constantly dealing with people, you're dealing with people who are upset, who need help. So thank you for doing that. You're making a better place in our community, and that's why we wanted to spotlight you today.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, this is like what we want to share with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Okay, so you cover a lot of different things for Osceola County, like the fact that you are a professional social worker moving
Yep.
into the community that's helping citizens get the resources that they need. I mean, I'm like looking at the list of what you do: mental health and counseling, substance abuse, housing assistance, and houselessness. So, I mean, the list goes on. It's not all you do, but obviously you have to have passions for certain things, right?
Yeah, yeah, I've had a passion for many, many years. Most social workers don't last past 2 years.
Really?
Really. Yeah, really.
Wait,
Um,
why?
I think it's just the burnout rate. The burnout rate is really, really high when it comes to case management and social services in general. That normally, I used to work for the foster care system for the last, I would say, 8 years, and so there's a lot of children coming into care. So you had to deal with families, you have to deal with providers. It's a lot. It's a lot, and you have your own personal situations you have to go through too. So You want to spend time with your own family, but sometimes you don't have enough time to spend with your family, unfortunately.
Right. So you just run out of time in your day to do what matters most.
Yeah, but
Wow.
you have to have a heart for it. You really, really do, because
Right.
you're obviously helping people, helping others, and it's a selfless job. It's really, really selfless.
Dang. Well, yeah, here I am like it's tugging on my heartstrings. Thank you so much for being there for people. So we mentioned housing assistance and houselessness. So how can you at Osceola Library Systems, like if someone were to come in and be like, I need help, like
Mhm.
how do you assist?
Absolutely. First off, what we do is we exchange names. We try to get a background and an assessment done and completed. Normally, the assessment can be from 15 minutes all the way to 2 hours. Like,
Okay.
it just always depends on what their needs are. Once we do the assessment, I match up what providers are available to them and what they will actually be able to qualify for versus them actually going through an entire list of providers and not being able to qualify for any.
Okay,
So,
so there is a process. You just have to start at the base
yes,
and then work your way out. Okay.
yes, because they may not be aware of what services they actually need. They may come in for EBT benefits, not knowing that they can qualify for Medicaid or cash assistance benefits, or also Social Security, getting them started through the website. It's a lot. It's a lot.
So
So the assessment
you go
so the
ahead. What?
assessment, oh, sorry. So the assessment actually gives them qualifications to the providers.
Gotcha. So this application or at least the assessment, you can find more than just one need that they have.
Correct.
Wow. Okay, and then what next?
And then after that, we do call the providers. Either they want to call them themselves, or what I do, I call them while we're in office. Hey, this is your time with me. You normal people don't have someone they can just come to and say, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do this with me? So I always try to do it with them, and it's more of a hand up versus a hand out kind of situation. So they know exactly what they're getting themselves into.
Wow. Okay. And is this something that Osceola Library System just offers for free, or like would someone have to come in and apply in general, like to even see you or to get an appointment with you?
No, it's completely free. They can do it. We do appointments. You can email me at social.worker@osceolalibrary.org. I can set up an appointment there or also do walk-ins.
So it doesn't matter who they are, when they need help, you're always there. Is it like a Monday through Friday gig?
Oh, absolutely. It's Monday through Friday from 1 to 7 p.m.
Wow. It's like office hours.
Yeah, it's office hours. It's office hours, but it's also after office hours, after 5 p.m., because we know a lot of customers and clients can't get off until 4 or 5 o'clock. So
Right.
I'm still here.
Right. So you work longer hours to give more to the community.
Absolutely.
And what would you say is the most important thing for you in this position? Because to me, this is a fairly new thing. Like I didn't know that this was a possibility until last May. So how did this get started? How did you kind of get into this new position? And then what would you love to bring to this system?
I would say there was a grant that was allocated to the Osceola County Library back in 2021,
Okay.
and then they did also have a grant that they started back in March. So what I'm working on is from March all the way up until September or October. There is a also a my subordinate in Orange County also has social workers in their libraries as well. The one thing I would like to bring to Osceola is just a listening ear. I love to see people prosper. I think that's the best thing, just seeing them prosper and go from homelessness to actually, like I said, prospering.
Yeah.
Um, and
Yeah.
that's
Go ahead.
and seeing that from the ground up is what warms my heart. It seriously warms my heart.
That's awesome. I mean, you're having people come in with a need. and you're literally filling all the leaks in their canoe, because there's not just one need that everyone has. Everyone has the same basic needs, but they're trying to think about their priority. What's the most important thing to them? And here you're like, no, 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 just let me take care of you.
And bring it in and bring
Bring
it
it
in.
in. Let me do a little social distance hug.
It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the
Right.
world.
Right. Okay. So your biggest passion is the home situation, finding people housing. Are
Yes.
you all doing any work with Hope Partnership?
Yes, we do have a partnership with Hope Partnership as well as the Department of Human Services. They're a big contributor as well when it comes to housing.
Cool. Yeah, I know that they just got another bunch of money for converting a hotel into like an
Yep.
apartment complex. That's awesome. 30 units available. So, are you involved in any of that?
Any of that, any on the ground? No, but as far as referrals to get inside
Referrals.
those housing units, yes.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge help for our community as well. And then also, I know that our elderly community is huge as well in Osceola County.
Yes,
So finding assistance for elderly is something that y'all do too, right?
absolutely. Finding assistance for elderly through the Council on Aging, who does a
Yes.
wonderful job, an exceptional job when it comes to the elderly population. Um, with the elderly, the main thing with the elderly is making sure they have healthcare and in-home services. Those are the two main components when it comes to when I do assessments with the elderly.
Right, right. Okay. So how can one, like if someone's watching right now and they
Mhm.
want to get a hold of you, what's the easiest way for them to reach you? Do you prefer an email? Do you prefer a phone call, or for them to just drop in?
They can email me. I do prefer drop-ins. I like being off the cuff. It makes me think
Really?
outside the box. It keeps me
Okay, very
encouraged.
nice. So they
So
just drop in while you're working?
yeah, they just drop in. Normally, normally I have my lunch around 12 to 1, but other than that, I'm constantly working.
That's awesome. Well, I think that this is a really important thing for our community, and the fact that you're giving back to the citizens makes my heart feel good. And I know Positively Osceola is so grateful for y'all. So thank you for being a part of it and for sharing that information with us and keeping us in the loop. Is there any way that we can follow you, or just kind of find out what's new and what's going on with Osceola Library System?
Yeah, they can always go to the Osceola Library website. I'm
Okay.
on the front page. My picture's there. So I'm easy to find when it comes to
Your
social
headshot?
services.
Yes.
Yes. And also, they do have their events actually listed on the website as well.
Okay, so they keep everything up to date so everyone can see.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. All right. Well, everyone, you heard it here from Matthew himself, again from the Osceola Library System. He is a professional social worker who is offering resources for maybe things that you need, maybe things that you don't even know that you need. So take the assessment with him, drop in on him between 1 and 7 p.m. and see how he can help and take advantage of this amazing opportunity that Osceola County is offering, because this is so cool. So thank you again, Matthew, for sharing everything. And I hope we get to chat again soon and find out more about what y'all are offering and how you're giving back to the community.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day. See ya.